Hi there, I'm here with Ashleigh and Phil. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We're good, yeah.
Now, I've interviewed both of you separate occasions, so we decided to bring you together, husband and wife team.
Team Mance.
Team Mance.
The Mance. Yeah. I can't sit here nodding. I've got to talk because it's a podcast.
That's what I got booked and down as Ashleigh and Mance, and you said you spelled it wrong. But no, that's his Instagram.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't realise that.
Yeah,
because you got
the
the running Mance, and I said it's meant to be the running man, isn't it? And it's like no. Then it all suddenly all cleared, you know. Yeah. So you guys, okay. You've been married 3 years. Congratulations!
Thank
It's
you.
your wedding anniversary today.
It is, yeah.
What time did you get married, Phil?
Dun, dun,
What time did you get married?
You were nearly late.
Don't tell him.
Oh, I want to say 11 o'clock.
What time was it? Come on, Ashley.
12 o'clock?
Yeah, that sounds.
You were both there.
Yeah, it
with the
wasn't a
big-
late one.
He was nearly late.
Okay.
He's late for everything.
Could you speak clear into the microphone?
He is late for everything. He's
Okay.
a late person.
All right. Okay. So, and what sort of wedding was it? Was it a church wedding? And
No, we got married at Guildford Registry Office, so we had a nice quiet wedding.
that been there, very nice.
Yeah, it was lovely, and it was just it was a couple of weeks before lockdown hit.
Yeah, it was.
So we were lucky to get in, and we chose. We love dates, so we chose 20. Make sure I get it right. What's the date?
2202,
22/02/20.
Okay.
Wanted all the twos, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Okay. So and right. So you've been married 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, something's brought you together. So what was that compelling spark that brought you two together? Do you have similar things in common?
Tinder.
Swipe left, swipe left, swipe left, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get to your running. I mean, both of you are very, very athletic. You love your running. We know that Phil loves running, cycling, and then running again.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been into my fitness, but not as much as Phil. And when we met, I was always kind of I would say a jogger, not
Okay.
necessarily a runner. I didn't really have the confidence to, go into, the marathon or, 5K races, 10K races. And it wasn't until I met Phil that, he gave me that confidence to go ahead and do it. I think it's always easier when you have got someone clapping, supporting you.
Or signing you up for races without you knowing.
Yeah, we're going to
Exactly
touch on
that.
that in just a sec. We'll touch on that in just a sec.
I feel an argument coming along.
This is why we wanted a husband and wife team, because it's like, and we'll come on to the bike as well on the kitchen table. But okay, so Phil, explain what you did. Come on.
So I think effectively Ashley was in a really good place with her running, and me being me just decided. I think it was your birthday. I think it was. And London Marathon's coming up, and you've got the ballot open. I was like, brilliant. You're still having a lay-in. I've got the kids downstairs. I was sort of flicking through on my phone. I was like, going to sign myself up. And then at the same time, I'm like, well, it'd just be rude not to, wouldn't it? Sign Ashley up. And then in my mind, I was like, brilliant. She has never done it before. So I just had a feeling that she was just going to get in because of the fact that, like, all us, I don't know, ballot people will just go every year, try and sign up, and then we'll get knocked back, and we'll just keep doing it.
So it's Ashley's birthday. You haven't bought her a present. You're thinking, what can I do really, really quickly? And the garage is just down there.
And Amazon didn't come to your mind,
Yeah, I'm thinking, I've got to
I
put
just
the bike
wanted
away
a
in a minute.
lay-in. I just wanted a lay-in.
So what did he do? Did he come up with a nice coffee and go, hello, darling, I've just entered you for the London Marathon, then ran?
No, my phone pinged and it was an email to say congratulations.
You're in.
You've entered the London Marathon.
And it's at that point that basically you said to Phil, what have you done?
Yeah, I went downstairs and was like, what's this all about? And he was like, happy birthday, honey.
Not the flowers then that you were expecting.
No, but I am really pleased. It was amazing. I loved the training, and I needed something to keep my mind focused and occupied, and that's exactly what it gave me. And we do like keeping fit and working as a team on the long runs, especially the 2 to 3 hour runs. We smashed that, and it was really lovely. I loved it, and I'm so
So you got to work
pleased.
together then? Did he push you along? Did he sort of like, come on, Ashley, a bit long?
He encouraged me, as any husband would, but we don't run together, actually. Very rarely do we run together because Phil would be skipping alongside me. And he can't run slow.
Okay.
His training is so intense that he has to follow his training program, I clearly cannot keep up with him.
Yeah.
So although we don't run together, we do encourage each other and we support each other in that way.
That's really good. That is really good, because obviously what Phil does, is it the Ironman you do? It's not the Ironman, isn't it? What would...
I've done Ironman, but we've got more power man, long distance duathlon. So a longer event. So basically, 10k 6 mile run, 150k 90 mile bike, and then a 18 mile. I don't know what that is in kilometres.
And what do you do after breakfast? Is that
yeah? I'm gonna have a big burger after.
So yeah, you are you're like a professional athlete, aren't you? You're not really a professional athlete, or are you a professional athlete?
Probably on age group on the cusp of in my 35 to 40 age category. I'm okay, I suppose, in terms of I'm all right.
Just all right.
And so actually you go along to the events, you're there cheering with your kids and stuff
kids,
like that.
Yeah, they love it, and I think it's really nice. Like Freddie's very into running. He watches his daddy, and we sign him up to a couple of mini miles, they're called, and it's just for fun. But he loves getting his little medal at the end and watching Phil. And
do you do the park runs?
So they're gonna get signed up for the junior park run. I haven't told them about it.
There's a theme running here, isn't there?
Fred. Well done, Fred. Off you go. And to be fair, I think that's a lot of the way we are. We just we get on. I'll go get it, get on with it. Is attitude, and we sort of. I think we do jump in before we think about a lot of things with everything in life. So it does flow well together, and the kids, they're always along for the ride. So it's nice Ashley saying, so we can't run together, or we can, but we've found ways around it. So we'll just take the kids out, and I've had the buggy. They're both at an age where, 5 and 3, he's just small enough that he'll still fit in there, but he can almost ride his bike. So we'd go, for example, Bushy Park or somewhere like that, or a route that we know that we could cycle round, and then Ashley can jog along and music on, and we can motivate her. The kids will have their packed lunch, and they're just used to doing it because we drag them along. So it's kind of a bit like, oh, by the way, you're doing it now, and then we're all doing it.
Okay, so talking wise, when you're running, do you talk together, or do you? Because obviously you're quite focused when it comes to running. You're sort of like skipping along beside her, chatting away to her, and it's like Ashley's like, I'm running.
This is easy.
This is why we don't run.
Yeah.
He talks, I listen.
Oh, okay.
And then after like 10 minutes, he's had enough and he's off.
I'll know when not to talk.
Does he ask you things when you're running and then say, well, I did tell you. Well, remember that run we did? I told you then. Did you not?
We just tend to I just don't listen, I don't think, when you're talking. But it's like I said, it's the encouragement.
Most marriages there, actually.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Told you so. No.
And then he runs off really fast, so I can't catch up with him and tell him off.
So let's move on. Let's move on to the bike situation. Now, you have a quite expensive bike, didn't you, that you use for your athleticism?
She's a beauty. I don't know. Well,
for example, today...
He's talking about the bike, actually, at this point.
I was looking at my wife at the time.
For example, today for our anniversary gift, he bought me a lovely 3 years is leather. So he bought me a lovely personalised tiny diary that has our anniversary date on it. And when you open it up, there should be a picture of us in there.
Okay.
There was a picture of his bike.
No.
Yeah. I'll show you in a moment.
So the thing is, so you bought the diary. Is that so the date, so she can't forget the date?
Can't forget the date. Don't know the time.
Yeah.
But we know there's a picture of
something happened on this date at some point. Yeah. So your bike. Okay. Now, when I interviewed you last, you said that you'd like to get your bike out, you'd like to put it on the kitchen table and strip it down. So is that the sort of thing that Ashley likes to resent? Before she comes back, do you have the kids on lookout going, Mum's back, Mum's back, Mum's back? Quick.
He normally posts it on Instagram, so I normally see it while I'm at work. And then I say to my client, excuse me, mate, but I need to make a phone call.
If you're listening to podcasts, go and watch the video version of Ashley's face just then. That's funny.
Nearly fell off my chair.
So with the bike, you're not happy about the bike, I take it. You have something else in your life that you have to compete with.
Yeah.
A bike mistress.
What age is this going out to?
Yeah, I haven't got the explicit thing on it. I
can cut some of it out.
He even bought the bike a Valentine's card and a rose.
Really? Oh my God.
Again, yeah.
Does the bike hang up in the bedroom?
No, I won't. That's pushing it.
Okay.
That's you know.
Yeah, you
that's
didn't hear that.
massive.
Didn't hear that.
No, because he will do that.
Okay, so Phil's obviously played a few practical jokes on you. Have you played any practical jokes on him to get him back, or do you just roll with it and go, oh, not again?
So I have when I put the so at the salon we have a head block with hair that you can practice on, and it's just like a head block model. And I have put that in the bedroom before, covered it up.
I thought she was going to say she actually glued it on his head to wake up in the morning.
It's called Phil. It's called Phil.
Yeah, if you're not watching, I have no hair.
And I didn't do it.
Yeah, it says.
Mummy running a salon, married to someone with no hair, and I'm sponsored by her.
But you have a lovely beard though.
lovely beard, upside down head.
Lovely beard. Do you with the beard? Do you moisturise and do you sort of like do beard stuffy with it? You know,
No, I
Beard
think
grooming and
my self care is pretty awful, isn't it? I
Yeah, you're not very good. You look good, but you're not very good.
think. Maybe that's the secret. Don't do anything.
You're not very good with, like, you don't really put any, like, I'm well into my cleanse and toning, and yeah, you just kind of leave yourself alone, but you look good for it.
Thanks.
My daughter bought me some of that eye stuff you put under the eyes.
Yeah.
Apparently, it makes you look wide awake. I haven't used it yet. I keep trying to. I'm going to use it. Just to see if it works.
I spend everything on my bikes. There's nothing really
the
left
bike,
on my
the
face.
bike gets all the potions, lotions and potions.
Beard is a trending thing at the moment, isn't it? Because my kids are all kind of growing beards and moustaches. They love it.
Yeah.
What, even the girls?
No.
I'm at that age where I have to have mine waxed.
See, that's the other thing. Women, okay. I mean, there's this little light thing, isn't it? You can get. It's like a shaver sort of thing.
Like a laser.
Like a laser for women.
Why did you just look at my? Why did you just look at my chin then?
It's that mole on your chin. It's really quite big. It's got a few hairs. Shave me.
I'm not laughing.
So yeah, but these laser things that women have, which is like a razor, isn't it? A shaving thing. So they use. So it's quite strange, isn't it? Women have gone from, from just using a normal shaver to like lasers, but they still use wax on their.
Oh yeah, we have. Yeah, wax my face. Yeah, get rid of it all.
Does that not hurt?
No. Why have I just admitted that I wax my beard?
I get a shaving rash and it kills me. I get a shaving. You wouldn't know. I get a shaving rash and it kills me. You look right down and then you put sort of stuff on it and it's like really stings. It's like
Home Alone.
That's it. Yes. Only with more hair.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of shaving your beard off, Phil?
No. Oh my gosh, you did
there's
for the
been
wedding.
some close calls.
Do you remember our wedding morning? No, the night before the wedding. You put the wrong
Put the wrong
grade
adjustment
on.
on. No, it fell off, and then it's just jabbed in, and I was like, dear, now I'm going to have to
Yeah,
readjust
so on our
that
wedding pictures, you are quite clean shaved, and you didn't want that. You wanted it as it is today.
You could have done for a goatee, couldn't you? Sort of get rid of this. You look very arty. Very arty.
Could have done. Don't think I would have been
Good
married.
length today.
So what have you guys got coming up then? Obviously, you got your salon that
Yeah.
you're working on. How's that going?
Yeah, really good. We're just up for another award, which is with the National Hair and Beauty Awards for Best Salon. So that's going ahead in Birmingham in March. So we're finalists for that.
Is that night out, is it?
Night out, yeah.
Take the girls up there or boys?
Wow.
He can take his bike.
Well, this is another argument we're going to have because
Please, on air. It's really good for
Good
content.
therapy.
yeah, this is therapy today. So that's happening on a Saturday night, but Phil can't make it due to he is running the London Marathon the next day.
So you'll be there to support your wife, will you?
No.
No.
Just take your team up and have a girly night out.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
It's going to be like a hen night, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Take the bike.
Take the bike.
Yeah, bike can be my date. Done.
Full family.
Okay, so you got what about you, Phil? What have you got coming up?
So we got London Marathon. That's the big go training plan at the minute. So yeah, it's getting a bit uncomfortable. Training is sort of ramping up, and we've got 2.5.
What's your longest at the moment? You
So
don't do your 26 until the actual day, do you?
No, but we're up. We're not far off it, to be fair. I mean, you threw me out the door, so I sulked on Saturday. Was supposed to get to Windsor Park early, which I did. Got up at 5, got sorted, got up there. Car park doesn't open till 7, so I sat there at 6, trying to think of a way to break in. And then I was thinking I'm going to break myself doing it, so better not do that. Then wasted loads of time thinking, I need to get out with the kids and Ash. So I was like, right, better jump back in the car. Sulked, went home, gave up, and then. Admittedly, first time I've probably done anything like that, isn't it? Because I know these sessions are getting quite intense now.
Yeah.
And I sat in the kitchen and you were like, well, I'm not going to do what I was doing now. And I was a bit like, oh, right, okay. Right, still not motivated to go and get my run done.
You did sulk, didn't
and then
you?
yeah, you pushed me out the door, which was just what I needed. Went back up there and we did go number 2 and got it smashed out. But yes, we're high on sort of mileage terms now, up to sort of 20s, sort of getting that in a couple of hours to try and bring the times down.
Low 20s, couple of hours. Crikey, that's really good, isn't it?
It's that's our main focus. And then the week later, we're off to Ibiza we've taken the little ones, and we've got the GB age group for duathlon standard.
So do you go on holiday? When you go on holiday, do you do your holidays around running then?
It is now
Marathons and
I mean,
things
I
like
suppose it always has been, because when we first met, I'd already had booked, and we'd literally only just met. I already had Ironman Thailand booked at the time, and I just booked a couple of extra seats, and I was like, right, let's take Freddie. You're going to come. Let's go and do it. And it makes for one, for a very good holiday, and two, for it's lovely to have the support there.
Yeah.
And it was lovely at the end of that one, because Phil actually proposed to me after he did the Ironman, so we kept the ring.
I forgot about that.
This is going really well, isn't it? This is
What time is
fantastic.
that?
We're meant to be staying for lunch, but I think I'll just go back to work. How could you forget about that one? So after he did the Ironman, he kept the ring on him. And I mean, what was the distance?
I ran all the way around with it. That was a half Ironman, so that was 70.3 miles.
And I had no idea. And at the end, he got down on one knee. And
You thought you'd collapsed, did you?
yeah,
What are you doing down there? Get up!
Yeah.
Get up!
You're embarrassing me.
Right by the Ironman sign as well. I was like, yeah, here we go. This is good.
Yeah,
And
But you still haven't had the tattoo, have you?
no.
I don't think you
I don't know
will, will
why.
you?
Just part of me is just like, no. I think maybe I've just never got around to it, so it probably won't happen. But Power Man, maybe I could get Power Man tattoo. No,
There we go. Power Man. Where would you put it though? On your arm, on your leg?
like
on
the
your...
Power Man.
We need to
bars?
discuss this one.
No,
He's just gonna do it. I'm going out, love, for a couple of hours. See ya.
What about a nice picture of like Ashleigh?
lovely.
Bike. The bike.
On
The bike. Yeah, the bike. That'd be great. You could have it on your knuckles, couldn't you? Bike. Ash on one side and bike on the other.
Divorce normally that people have across the hands. Divorce.
You can combine the bike and Ashleigh together. She's riding your bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, both
Oh
lovely
no,
life
I'm
there.
not allowed to touch the bike. I'm not allowed
Really?
near it.
You don't let the kids wash it or anything.
Oh no.
I get twitchy when you go near the garage, don't I? I'm like, effing
Yeah.
all right out there.
Yeah.
I can just imagine you've got CCTV cameras around.
We
Getting too close.
We actually do. With him off. He's going to put an alarm system on it soon. But the best thing is the tumble dries in the garage. And, Phil has said I'm not allowed near the garage unless I have his permission. Therefore, he can do the washing and the drying.
That's really good,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I carry the flag on that one.
Don't you get any attempt to, when he's not around, just touch it? Take a selfie.
You said you admittedly put the washing away the other day, which meant you went out to the garage, and I was a bit like, I need to go out there and check. Luckily, there's only a couple of socks left on the floor, so I run a tight ship.
You haven't thought about putting the saddle at the wrong height or something? Just
Just to mess me up.
He would know. Absolutely not. That would be end of the relationship.
go in there and put some cow
completely.
horns on the arm. Have some cow horns
That'll
start
do
racing.
That'll add 5 miles onto your time.
Because the trouble is with bikes, okay, I mean, we have like 5 bikes now. They go in the shed and they stack on one another, You have a big bike and the other bikes, and they all like lean up against each other. So do you do that sort of thing in your garage?
No.
This has its own bike place.
Oh, okay.
Kitchen.
When no one's in, it's in the kitchen.
So what sort of table do you have in the kitchen? Is it like a marble table, or is it like an old
Like a
oak one?
breakfast bar, isn't it?
Yeah, we kind of mixed it up a bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
I put the kitchen in. Took me a little bit longer because I was probably building bikes through.
Did you have to
building
check?
the
Did you have to check to make sure that it was oil resistant or grease
We're
resistant?
good. She's clean.
Do you put newspaper down first before you do it, or do you just go straight onto the?
Well, they're well wipeable surfaces, so we're all good. It's like a
Fantastic,
workshop.
fantastic. Well, thank you very much, guys. I
Thank
dare
you.
say there's some conversations to have later on
Over lunch.
over lunch. Yeah. Thank you very much,
Serving me.
Phil, and thank you very much, Ashleigh.
Thank you.
We will catch up with both of you in a few months' time. When are you running your marathon?
So
April.
April.
Yeah, so
We'll
And
get back
Ib-
in
And
after
then a
April.
week later,
Yeah.
Ibiza.
After
so it'd be
Ibiza,
nice
yeah,
to
it'd be
catch up.
lovely.
that'd
Yeah.
be great.
Thanks for having
It's a bit like
us.
the Speakmans, isn't it? Talking to the Speakmans, but we're talking to the Ments.
Oh, before we go, did you run here today?
No, I didn't.
No.
We had that conversation.
Because I love that, especially when we was interviewing. You run when
both
you went
of
home,
them,
isn't it?
both of them.
Yeah.
I
He
did
would have
think
got
about
here
it.
on time. I would have been like an hour later.
I thought about it, but then I thought, no, I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
Pick you
So
up.
have you ever had the argument where you chuck him out of the car saying, you can walk home, and he'll get home before
Yeah,
you?
literally.
Pulled over on
He'd be sitting on the step, won't he? Going, where have you been?
I've been waiting for you.
Anyway, thank you very much, guys, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank
Thanks
you.
for having
Bye-bye.
us.
Thank you.
Here at SMJ Media Group, we are a non-profit company providing fun, free content for local businesses. If you like our content and would like to support us, please visit buymeacoffee.com/SMJ Media Group and buy us a coffee.